Hey guys, if there's anybody out there still watching what I make. Anywho, um, realize it's been quite some time since I made a video, and that's just simply because I've been away at school. I haven't had any of my stuff with me, so I can't do any, tech videos or reviews or gameplay or anything like that because I don't have any of my stuff. But I'm back. And today I picked up quite a bit of new stuff. I picked up what I'm holding now. I picked up a KWA Masada, the GBBR, Cyclone Grenade, a couple other things. But, and I'm going to be doing reviews on all of it, so we'll see. But first up, on the list, simply because it's the first thing I grabbed, is the Tokyo Marui M870 gas shotgun. So, I'm going to be doing a review, not the, let me show you all the cool features it has. Let me show you how to operate it. I'm going to tell you what I think of the gun. I had the opportunity to use it just the other night at Tactical Airsoft Arena in Rockville, Maryland. And I will say, talk about tight corners. They have choked that place up so much. I mean, good God. It's ludicrously tight. I mean, they claim they're doing it because they have, they're doing it because they have law enforcement officers trained there on the weekdays when they're not open for regular play, and they need those corners and stuff like that. And wow, talk about tight, and not the good kind. I mean, these were just awful corners where unless you have a handgun and have thrown a flashbang into the room prior to, you get shot if someone's on the other side. But it was fun nonetheless. So this thing was kind of a pain in the ass to have to cut corners with. So that's my first kind of gripe that I have. Not grime. My first kind of gripe I have with this. But I'll go over just first thing. Right out of the box, I was immediately impressed with the composition of this thing. This shotgun, really, just the weight distribution, how it feels, really feels like an 870. I mean, the plastic feels a lot cheaper than the 870, the Remington 870. But just overall, I was really impressed. Really ecstatic that the loading arms, or the cocking arms, or whatever you want to call them, the action arms, are made out of metal, and decent metal, just aluminum. I mean, it's not like it's CNC'd steel or anything like that, but it's not a zinc aluminum alloy that the Matrix shotgun was. But, so I would absolutely use this thing all the time, no matter what, at TAA, if it didn't suck. And what I mean by that is my 870. E-Bike is a great place to go because they have everything you could ever need, and it's typically in stock. Whereas GI is not as good about having parts and other stuff. Like, I couldn't find the shell caddy, the side saddle shell caddy on GI. I found the shotgun, but not the shells, and I'm not going to order this from there and that from there. But I ended up getting a faulty gun, as well as faulty tracer unit that was broken open. The packaging was broken open and it was coming out. And same with my grenade. I mean, the grenade packaging was torn up. The UPS, the full-on just package from UPS, was beat to shit. I don't know. Whatever. This isn't a review of E-Bike. But, so, shotgun's real great. I'll go over just the real basic shit. Safety, trigger, pew. Gas goes in the stock. Cool. If you want to see all the other stuff about it, go look at other reviews that just are sort of previews of the gun itself. The spread pattern is fairly consistent, since it does have 6 and 3 shot modes. I was using 6 shot for the most of the night, simply because if I have it, why not use it? Eventually, I went to 3 shot simply because this thing just I couldn't get enough shells out of it. I mean, I was getting 1.5 shells for every fill, and that's because, like I said, my tank is faulty. I mean, I try to insert gas and it just spews it all back out. So I'm either going to A, call Evike and be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Or B, buy a new one, or C, try to fix it. So we'll see. But 6-shot mode, the spread is pretty nice. I mean, it's good. It's loud. It's crisp. It's clean. I mean, the action is nice and clean. The trigger pull, clean, crisp break. Truly, it's a great, effective gas shotgun. I mean, yeah, gas shotguns sometimes have, really all that's available now is shell ejecting gas shotguns. That's kind of it. Otherwise, you get a GMP shotgun that isn't even a shotgun, that shoots 1 round and is ludicrously expensive for really what it is. I mean, you're paying for more furniture than you are the gun itself. And then there's the UTG Double Eagle Benelli Super 90 M10 kind of looking stuff, and those are great. I mean, those are great spring shotguns. But I thought if I was going to get a shotgun, might as well get a shotgun. So that 6-round shot is really awesome. I mean, you sit there, cut a corner, and you're just there we go, and just pick someone off with 6 rounds. I mean, you blast them. I was using chronoed with 2.5s, and it was sitting right about 293-ish, I think is what it chronoed at. And then I slapped in 32s in here. I just wanted a tighter spread, and there were a lot of people not calling their hits, but you come around the corner, rack this thing, and hit them with 6 rounds of 32, probably going about 230-ish. They called it. One guy tried to not call it, and I snuck up behind him, and I put 1 burst into his back. He starts to turn around to shoot me, and I just rack it again, blast him, rack it again, blast him, all of it. And it was great. It was really awesome. So people will call their hits if they get knocked by this. I mean, it's loud, it's aggressive. So pros. Gun is efficient and effective if it works. Typically on 6-shot, you can get about 60 pumps. And the shells hold 30 rounds apiece. You don't have to use the Tokyo Marui only ones. You can use the UTG, the Double Eagle, the Bravo shells. What I did is I had red shells loaded with 32s. The TM white shell I had loaded with 2s. And then 2 green shells loaded with 2 5s. So I kind of had different spread patterns. So that was pretty cool. I could see this being really effective outdoors as well as larger CQB environments. But the place I was playing at, cutting corners is almost impossible with this thing, simply because of how insanely tight that place was. So I'm excited to use it at Ballahack Airsoft later this year, just because it's a good size for that. More pros, sorry, I kind of strayed away from that. Pros, great composition. I mean, the gun itself is built extremely well. Since it is since it's an export only metal, I mean, you've got a lot of metal on here. It doesn't have to be a plastic only, because it's not, like I said, it's export only. everything just feels solid and secure. Granted, I have only used it once, and I don't know. We'll see. Uh, Other pros. It's Tokyo Marui. Aftermarket parts are readily available, like this side saddle shell holder. Apparently, it's easy to HPA tap if you wanted to do that. Pros, again, just the spread pattern is great. And yeah. So cons for me would definitely be just the length. It is not an easy gun. I mean, it's like sticking a broom handle around a corner. I mean, you would think that it would be easier to shoulder, but it's not. I'm thinking about getting the Angry Gun stock adapter, so it's the buffer tube and pistol grip, so that it would cut the stock down to about that long if I had the stock collapsed. So it'd be a lot tighter. So I'll see. We'll see. I guess really the only other complaint I have is the 3 inner barrels stop right about here. So it's unloaded. It's not gassed. I'm not an idiot. The inner barrels stop almost 6 inches before the end of the barrel. So that's to me, that's a con. Some people are like, oh, it's better for spread and stuff like that. But I mean, either make the inner barrel the length of the outer barrel or cut the length of the outer barrel. Really, that's about it. Because I can't say, oh, the gas efficiency is a con because mine is not functioning properly. So, I mean, really, if you're looking for an effective gas shotgun, if you want to run a shotgun as your primary and then a handgun as your secondary or whatever, I would highly recommend the M870 over, say, the APS whatever, because fuck shell ejecting. Who wants to deal with that? And the expense. I mean, yeah, this is $350, but in the end, it's really worth it. I mean, it truly is, because those spring ones, those get difficult to pump. And this is just, I mean, it's like butter. So it's really not a problem at all. So yeah, I mean, that's really my thoughts on the Tokyo Marui M870. Probably do the Masada here in a little bit too. See what I got to use that last night. Wow. So yeah. All right. Well, until next guy. Next guys. It's like 4:15 in the morning. Fuck you. It's like 4 in the morning. So until next time, guys. Yeah. Keep pew softing.